as usual. Rub our palms, rub. Smile, press your palms together, come into the center, close your eyes. Slow down, tune in. Feel the flow of your breath in and out through your nose. What are you taking in? What are you giving out? How do you feel? Just tune in to yourself. What is your state of being? Can you tune into the love, the infinite love? Let's bring that love and light into our being, connecting to the beautiful sunrise, golden sunrise. As you inhale, draw that light into your heart. Hold the light at the heart center, allow it to expand like a mini sun within you. And as you exhale, send the light through the crown of the head like a fountain all around you. Inhaling the light of the sun directly into the heart. Hold the breath, the light at the heart center, expand it. And exhale through the crown, clear out your space, make it big. One more time, inhaling the light of the sun directly into the heart. Suspend the breath, allow it to expand, light up your whole being. And as you exhale, send that light through the crown into your space, sparkling light all around you. Staying in this beautiful space, easy breath for a moment, see your heart center lit up. The light within you and all around you. Decide. Inhale, hold. Rub the palms, inhale a little more. Keep rubbing, hold it. Cup the palms in front of your eyes or over your eyes and exhale. Hold it out, no air, pause, stillness, calm, peace. Inhale, hold. Hold it, nourish yourself from your palms to your eyes, to your whole being. Everything I need is within me. And as you exhale, float the palms down, flutter those eyes open into your space. Good, welcome, hi. Happy Sunday, we're back on a Sunday. Now, what am I gonna talk about? Well, I wanted to talk about free will. Because it can sometimes be confusing. I don't think it's that confusing for people. It's not that confusing. It's just that we, once again, our programming and our beliefs don't always match up with this truth, this understanding. And so there can be sometimes a little bit of resistance or even frustration around it. So I wanted to talk about it because, when I'm thinking about what to share or, what to talk about, what are we going to talk about here and what would be helpful? What is the most loving and helpful thing? And it's always to make this experience even just that little bit more ease-filled. A little bit more fun. Like, that's what I'm here. It's like, let's have a little bit more fun. Let's relax, like chill out a little bit or a lot and decide, because we're making it really complicated a lot and getting all into our feelings and making a big mess. And that's okay, totally valid, acceptable, whatever experience you want to have. I'm just saying that I think a lot of us here now are over it. Like you're like, I'm good. I'm good on the mess. I'm learning, I've learned, I'm getting better and better at keeping it cleaner, a little more, or at least more aware, even if it is got a little, got a little mucky, got a little messy, you're more aware of what the heck is going on and why. And you're not stuck out there with the pointer finger or, stuck in here like, what's going on? I don't know, none of that. Not really. Because, yeah, you're just practicing and becoming more aware and knowing if you decide on your state of being, if you decide that you're the operant power, if you know or are becoming more aware of your concept of yourself, if you know these key factors, then again, you can't stay stuck out there. And if you are wanting to stay stuck out there, it's because you're wanting to stay stuck out there. There's people that just want to stay in the mess, and that's okay. Like, again, everybody's on their little experience or little process. They're awakening at their own appointed time or their own decisions. It's not for any of us to say, though. Though, if it's people around us, we could assume that we could change our assumptions if you feel like it. If you feel like it, I'm going to say, I think we should always feel like uplifting another. That's you, that's your experience. And it is in your best interest to, again, think the best, change any situation that you see or hear, any weird, energy or conversation, or even somebody says something to you in a way that you don't like, or whatever, such to someone else in a way that you don't like. After you get over yourself and your judgment, because, like I said, we're aware. So I know when I'm judging, then yeah, I change it because it's fun for me. This is what I'm trying to share, is what I enjoy doing. It is a process. I didn't just get here like think it's so fun. Yeah, it's sometimes frustrating, annoying, a lot of work, a lot of attention, a lot of, reining it in, a lot of getting over yourself, get over yourself, a lot of chilling out, a lot of who are you? Like, who am I? Who am I? Who am I being, thinking this thing's got some power over me, or assuming the worst? Why would I do that to myself? So that's why I have been on this free will chapter, listening over and over again, because there's a few things in it. Well, there's everything in it, but it's in the book, The Power of Awareness. It's chapter 21 in The Power of Awareness, called Free Will. And it's probably like, on the audiobook, it's like 5 minutes max, the chapter. And in the book, it's like, 4 pages. So again, all of these truths, this wisdom is very simple. It's just not, it doesn't take 27 pages to explain it. It's just, this is what it is. And yeah, we repeat it in many different ways. If you got one of the concepts, you would get the whole, and practice it and were disciplined, you get the whole thing. Like, you get the whole thing. But we are this complex kind of being with all of this extra stuff that we like. So it's fine. Repetition is important because we have been repeated into who we are right now. And, in order to align and harmonize and really feel comfortable in the truth, because that's a thing. We feel comfortable in all this other stuff because that's what we've heard, seen, and been repeated all of our lives. So we feel like that seems like the truth, or seems like it's more comfortable, but it's actually not. So what the heck am I talking all around? Free will. Well, it's this thing of action. of taking an action, like I need to do something. And I am sure that I have spoke about it before because it is a very interesting thing to think about and to, just feel into for yourself. You can't do anything without being. Like there's nothing you can do without being it. There's always, you have to be first, and then the doing happens automatically. And that is the part where it's a little bit, people can get a little bit weird about it, because in this wisdom, or in the law of assumption, it's saying that your free will, the only free will that we have, is the free will to choose the idea or choose the desire or make the assumption, whatever that is. And then in order to get the evidence of that assumption, you're not doing anything on purpose. You don't even know. This is the thing, we're so unaware. You don't even know that you've made the assumption, and then everything, all the actions you're taking, everything you're doing is an automated thing to get to that assumption. You are drawn across the bridge of incidents. That's one way that it's said in Neville language. But really it's like, some people would say, like, I just so much I think about, like when people say, oh, it was fate or it's destiny or whatever. Yeah, because you had an assumption. You had an assumption. And then that's your fate or that's your destiny because you believe that. And then you're drawn to that. It can be good or bad. Like it's not necessarily a bad thing. It's just we're not attributing it to the correct source, to the correct cause. We're thinking it's something out there or something. I don't know what we're thinking. I don't know what most people are thinking. But, we have this belief for sure that you have to work hard. Like you have to do something. You have to take an action. You have to take an action to get your results. And the thing is, this is what I'm saying, these are the fine tunings. Technically, that is true. Technically, you're going to take an action. But what I'm saying is you're not there thinking of what action to take. That's not even your part. That's not where you start. What you start with is, am I clear on my assumption? Am I clear on my ideas? Am I clear on what I've decided? And mostly, guess what? We're not. So then we are not clear. That's why I keep saying, I'm reminding myself all the time, what do I want? Like, I don't like that, or this happened and I'm mad at them or whatever, but why? What do I want? And if I don't know, then what am I doing getting mad anywhere or frustrated or whatever? If I don't know what I want, how am I expecting to get it? Like, how do I think that everything's going to come in line to take me to where I want to go if I don't even know where I want to go? Doesn't make any sense. That's why it's okay, again, if you don't know what you want, because what can we do? We can go to the feeling of something good. That's where isn't it wonderful? That's where these blanket kind of everything is always working out even better than I imagined. Your discipline to drop the crap, drop the confusion, drop the, I don't know, or the whatever frustration at whatever you're frustrated at, and go to a feeling of what is wanted, or at least coax yourself over there with a phrase like, oh yeah, what was that? Like everything's working out better than I imagined. Yeah, okay. Like even if it's like that, it's at least breaking your the habit we have of complaining, or the habit we have of keep going over the problem, or telling other people and getting other people involved and being right, like supported in your rightness and all that stuff. So it's something to sit with and to think about, do I think, or do I have a belief that I have to do something, like that I have to think of the action to take? you don't, but sit with it and think about it, because, and if that's the case, well, let me see, let me practice a little bit. Let me see if I can get more into the being, get more into the clarity of what did I decide? What is my assumption? You know, and that is the same, that's, you know, in parallel or whatever with going to the end, because going to the end is making an assumption, right? What I say, lock it in. Going to the end is making an assumption that that was done. So then between this now moment, you're making that assumption, it's already done. You're gonna naturally go and do whatever that takes, talk to whoever you need to talk, but you don't have to think of that. If it comes as an inspiration, you know, and you're like, oh, I better, but it's honestly, it's such a seamless thing. You're kind of like, it's weird. It's weird because you kind of are like, I don't even know why I did that. Or you don't think of it in the moment. You're just doing it. And you have to think about it in this way, like a broader way, that my job, my doing is an internal doing of assumption, an internal doing of going to the end and feeling it. And then delighting, like not being so like, you know, analytical and anxious and all that stuff in the middle, trying to figure out how it's going to happen. What do I got to do? Is there something more I could do? Can I call this person? Can I go on this diet? You know, I always used to say that one, right? Because I know a lot of people, myself included, who have gone to the end for a physical thing, like a weight loss or something like that, and assumed that fit or that healthy or whatever it is. It could be an ailment that somebody has, or yeah, weight loss or whatever it is, physical thing. And there seems like there has to be an action to be taken. But if you can train yourself out of that and train yourself into, I gotta feel it and see it, and feel it and see it, and persist in that, you will be surprised at what you do in the like in the middle. All of a sudden you're eating healthy. All of a sudden you're at the gym working out. Like you didn't even, you're like, when did I start working out? You know, sometimes none of that. Honestly, it's weird. You know, I can't say what actions, because that is actually, it really is in our part. So in this understanding of free will, it's like there was a phrase here that I really liked. It was that you are not creating anything. Oh yeah. I'll find the quote maybe, but I remember what the meaning of it, or what the gist of it was, is that you're not creating anything. Creation is created. Creation is finished. You're not creating anything of your own by these actions or what you're doing. You assume something, you go to the end, you have your desire, your idea, and you assume something, and that determines which part of the creation you experience. You see, the creation's all here, infinite possibility. Then you decide, or you assume, and that's the piece that you get. And you can, and if you don't like it, if that's, you know, there's all this other infinite substance, infinite possibility. You don't have to boo-hoo and stay there. That's what I'm trying to say. It's really good to use your discipline, and yeah, and your mental discipline, not like your discipline, like to not eat sugar or to work out or to read 10 pages every day. Like, what do you want? That's all fine and dandy on a certain level of consciousness, but I'm here to inspire us to go for it. Like go for it. Get a little more mystical, a little more unlimited, a little more magical. You know, why not? Why not? You know, it's not just about your discipline of, you know, whatever you want to do for yourself, and write down your little stuff. If that's fine to do, but beyond that, you know, go above that. What is wanted? What do I think I want by putting this down? What do I think I want by saying I should do 20 minutes of exercise every day or whatever? I want to be radiantly healthy. So let me assume that I'm radiantly healthy. Then who knows? You might do the 20 minutes, but it'll be like an easy thing to do. Like you'll be joyful doing it, not like this is my discipline. I have to do this physical discipline. No, it's like I don't know how to explain it. You have to do it. You have to do it and see for yourself. So this, yeah, what you win by assumption, you can never win by force. We try to force everything. We try to force everything. Even when we know this stuff and you've made your assumption and you're, you think you know what you want. And then we try to like figure it out. And that's another discipline. That's something to work on as well. When you not trying to figure it out all the time. Like, how's it going to happen? Where is it going to happen? Just try to train yourself into enjoying the little journey, the adventure that you're on. And do you know what you did? That's it. If you're there looking around like, well, how's it going to happen? I don't see anything. I don't hear anything from anybody. Nobody's calling me. I didn't get a response, like whatever. If you're doing all of that, which I know is natural and, whatever, but be better. You catch yourself and you say, well, do I know what I did? Do I know who I think I am? Do I know what I am? Did I assume this? What did I assume? I must not be convicted in my assumption or whatever if I'm all here, trying to figure it all out and do some weird stuff to try and make it happen. And it's like I said, you can fall into that. It's okay. Not even like fall into it in a bad way, but yeah, like when something happens good, then you're like looking for the good, which is fine. But you know what I'm saying? These are fine tunings, and you can catch yourself when you're being a little control-y, a little like, I think I can figure it out myself or whatever. So I highly suggest that you read this chapter. Yeah. Like there's just so many little gems of what I've been saying. The important thing to bear in mind is that you have infinite free will in choosing your assumption. That's where your free will is. To choose what you listen to choose what you believe in, to choose the idea, to choose the assumption. That's where your free will is. Once you've done that, you don't have free will anymore. If you've chosen to believe in someone else's ideology or some other idea that, doesn't really resonate with you, then you're going to follow the actions that it takes to get to that end of your assumption that you didn't even know that you made. So use your free will wisely. But it's not the free will to choose what you're going to do. It's a free will to assume or believe or decide differently. Yeah, you have the free will in choosing your assumptions, but no power to determine conditions and events. You can create nothing, but your assumption determines what portion of creation you will experience. Yeah. Is that helpful? Yes? Okay. I hope so. It's helpful for me. I mean, I listened to the chapter like a lot of times and read it a lot of times because again, it's freeing. Yeah, it makes you feel like relaxed. Like, could this be true? Yes, it's true. But again, like all of this stuff, test it out. You have to test it out. But I feel like just from hearing this, you could see, you can, in my own mind or in my own experience, I feel the like different things that have happened or different events or even world events or personal events or little experiences that I can see how all that experience was a product of assumption. And all those actions that were taken and all these things that happened, it was just, the drawn along or the compulsion or whatever that is to get to that end, that assumption that someone had or you had or we all had. So it's very important because, it's not as tangible. That's we're taught so much on the physical and the tangible, like do something, take an action. But if you're taking misaligned action, if you're trying to force something, you're really just going to take the action that aligns up with the assumption that you have. And if you have an assumption, I'm out of the power here, like I don't have any control here, and then you're taking it an action, it's not going to do, you see, it's not going to do anything. You already have an assumption that somebody else has the control. Now you're just doing some willy-nilly stuff over here to try and change the outcome, but you didn't decide on the outcome. Oh yeah, that's the example I wanted to get. I hear still a lot. And like, just think about it, because I hear it a lot. This sort of like hope, people will say to me, well, I hope he's going to do that. Or I hope she's going to say, I hope she's going to say. I'm like, what are you talking about? Hello, excuse me. You hope what, where, who? Is that what you like? It's okay. It's okay. But again, I'm saying you get what you get then. You're going to get what you get. And hope is kind of like I would dare to say that when I'm listening to people say this to me, that when they're hoping, they already are assuming, that it's not good. Like that they're probably not going to do what they want or what they, what would be the best, but they hope so, and it's true. Hope is not knowing. If you know, and you know better, even if you guys are listening, you know better, even if they say whatever it is that wasn't what you say, like, well, I know that it's going to be this, that I'm going to get this, or they're going to say this, or we're going to have an agreement about this. Like, I know. And they still are being whatever your discipline and practice is. Absolutely not. Like, you don't react. You persist, even if out of their mouth they say the thing that you were like, it's not in alignment with what you're saying you wanted. You don't accept it. Not like a crazy person where you're like, don't say that, or like, I don't think, not like that. Just inside, like, okay, whatever, that this is on, I must be on the bridge. This is the bridge of incidents to get to what I want. Like, that's where we go funny. That part right there is where's the discipline, is where we go a little bit like, if it doesn't seem like it's coming out the way we've assumed, I just say, like, I probably wasn't that convicted in my assumption, but now I'm doubling down because I see like this is a little funky, but I don't try to convince or whatever anymore. I just decide differently in my mind. That's what I do. And it works. I mean, sometimes I'm telling you, maybe not in that moment, maybe in the moment still seems like the conversation went down like this, or the outcome was this, but I don't care. After the fact, I'm still on what I wanted to hear and what I wanted to get or what I wanted to see. It's like a game. I just want to practice with myself, and it works. At the very least, at the very, very least, again, it changes your emotions. You feel better because you feel like you are doing something. This is what it is for us to do. You're doing what it is you should be doing. No action, conversation, make a phone call, text someone else, get someone else involved. No, inside doing. Using your free will choice to choose an assumption. I assume this went super well. I assume that they all agreed with me. I assume that I got that for this price. There's a story of Neville. This is the last thing. There's a story of Neville, and he was talking about him and his wife went to rent an apartment, and he wanted to pay only a certain amount. And it was more than that amount, and they needed a place to live. So he went and rented it. And his wife was on him for like, the 3 months, I think he paid a certain amount that they didn't want to pay, or that she was like, use your stuff. Like, what are you doing? And he was like, yeah, like, I'm on it. It's okay. And he said, I didn't, I paid the amount, I didn't, whatever, but I assumed we pay this amount in rent. And on the 3rd month or the 4th month or whatever it was, The man came to him and said, we made an error. And in the housing commission or whatever it is, this apartment has been set for this amount of rent. And they got retroactively back their money or taken off the next rent or whatever. He got the amount that he decided to pay. But that's the discipline, 3 months. Who's going to do that? You give up. You say, well, I'll, whatever, I'll just pay it. No, if you don't want to pay it, just, you got to do your work. That's what you got to do. So the action he was taking was paying the thing. That seems like, what am I doing? But inside and he had his wife saying, what are you doing? That's not what we said. He's like, don't worry about it. I got it. And he did, he had it. And there's so many of those examples and testimonials. It's just, our practice and our persistence. And that's what I'm here to remind us. So yes. Okay. Yes, it's true. We got to live by faith and not by sight. Because what? Believing is seeing, not seeing is believing. And this is the same theme this week that we've been talking about, or last week. I don't even know what week it is. Last week. Yeah. Okay. Let's soothe ourselves. Let's get all of that integrated into our whole being and just be so loving to ourselves. Isn't that the most loving thing to do? To not put so much pressure on yourself. Don't put so much pressure on yourself. It's just a change of mind. And I know sometimes it's not just simple, but with practice, because you see the outcome or the change or the difference in your results, you have the motivation, the inspiration, the whatever it is to do it, because you're like, what else? Everything I need is within me. And you just do it. Okay. So we got to have a calm nervous system. We got to be clear. We got to be harmonized. We have to be radiant. Just confident, calm, convicted, easy. You got it. Okay. Looking straight ahead. Inhale deep into the chest. Hold the breath. Inhale a little bit more. Stretch yourself more. Strong container. More. A little bit more. A little bit more. One more. Pull root lock, pull it up. Activate yourself. And exhale gracefully. Dissolve, release, relax. Good. Again, looking straight ahead. Inhaling deep. Inhale a little bit more. A little bit more. Try to soften. Infinite energy. Inhale more. Infinite light, more, infinite love, a little bit more, one more. Now pull root lock, lock the shoulders, pull it up, activate yourself, see it and feel it in your spine, enlightened mind, and exhale, dissolve, release, relax, enjoy, feel the shift in your energy, in your frequency. Inhale deep into the chest, hold the breath. Inhale a little more. Find that space in your lungs more. They're elastic, they're stretchy more. It's energy. You can find more room, a little bit more. Stretch yourself more. Find it in the back. Find it in the back, in the sides. One more. Now lock it down, pull it up, hold, activating yourself. And exhale gracefully. Close your eyes. Feel the shift. Feel the expansion, feel the relief, feel the thrill of being in this experience with your breath, and your thoughts, and your ideas, and your choices, and your state of being. Feel the gratitude and appreciation for your opportunity to figure it out, to allow yourself to remember who you are. Good. Bring your hands interlaced. All your fingers interlaced at your solar plexus. This is again like your feelers on the outside, your intuition, just consolidating yourself, letting your feelers tuning into yourself. Like I'm saying, we don't always even know what our assumptions are. You don't know what your beliefs are. You don't know what you decided. So you got to use every faculty, pay attention to yourself. Just tuning in. We're going to do Sitali. So inhaling through your curled tongue. Let's do 8 sips in through the tongue or the mouth, like little sips. And you fill up, take your time, and then hold for whatever feels good for you. And then exhale slowly and do it again. So you can make a rhythm with the hold and the exhale if you want, but really it's just segmented inhale through the tongue or the mouth. 8 times. Take your time. Wherever you're at, just inhale through the nose. Hold it. And exhale. Inhale, reach. Inhale some more. Hold it. Shake it, shake it, shake it. And exhale. Inhale. And exhale. Sit quietly for a moment. Just notice how you feel. What is your state of being? Feel your whole being tuned in and up, harmonized, coherent, orderly, clear, perfect. Good. Looking straight ahead. You can suck the tongue up and then look at the tip of your nose. Get off. Swallow, stick the tongue out. Look at the third eye. Tuck your chin. Center. Plug your nose. Look up. Inhale through the mouth. Pop the cheeks, tip the chin, hold. Center, exhale. Let's reset the senses just one time. Pop the ears when you're done. When you're done, just see how you feel. Look over your left shoulder, eyes open, open focus, soft, relax. Harmony, order, light, joy within you and all around you. Come through the center to the left, looking far, far away, infinite horizon, everything light. Coming center, look up into the infinite blue sky, take in that peace and faith. Tuck your chin tightly, drink that light in through the nape of your neck. Light up that pineal gland, your brain. Slowly inhaling left ear over the left shoulder. Take your time to do your circles if that's comfortable. Exhaling down through the right. Inhaling towards the right. And at your own pace, exhaling down to the left. And continuing, it's really bringing your awareness and attention to your neck, to all of the blood vessels filled with light, all of the nerves, joints, ligaments, tendons, muscles, your throat, your thyroid, your vocal cords. One more time each way. Everything filled with light, fluid movement between the command center and the rest of your being. Good. And when you're done, back to center. Bringing all fingertips together. Tattva Mudra, just push a little bit into your fingertips, just a little bit of pressure in front of the solar plexus. Just plugging yourself in, tuning up your battery, plugging in to yourself. Inhale 4, exhale 1. We don't have to go fast. For thyroid, let's go. 3 more. One more. Inhale deep. Hold it, pull root lock, press those fingertips together. Exhale, hold it out. No air. Inhale, reach. Stretch, inhale more. Shake it. And exhale. Inhale and exhale. We're going to do yes breath. Gyan Mudra at your lap. You tuck your chin, you inhale, you hold, you pull everything up slowly, looking up to the degree you feel comfortable. You don't have to go all the way. You could just tip your chin a little bit. You could tip it a lot. And then we hold the breath while we repeat the mantra in our mind. And then we exhale it all out as we tip the chin back and let it all go, saying yes to life when you inhale, even just energetically, thinking about drawing all of that energy up right through into that ding right in there, the nape of the neck, that area in the pineal gland, enlightened mind. Okay, Gyan Mudra. Where's our Sodarchan music? Here we go. Exhale all the air out. Tuck your chin. Inhale deep. Hold it, chin up.
God is love, God is wise, God is kind, God is good, God is love, God is wise, God is kind, God is good, God is good, good is God, God is health, health is God, God is strength, strength is God, God is life, life is God. Ar, infinite substance, is manifesting in me right now. Waheguru. God is love, God is wise, God is kind, God is good, God is love, God is wise, God is kind, God is good, God is good, good is God, God is health, health is God, God is strength, strength is God, God is life, life is God. Ar, infinite substance, is manifesting in me right now. Waheguru. God is love, God is wise, God is kind, God is good, God is love, God is wise, God is kind, God is good, God is good, good is God, God is health, health is God, God is strength, strength is God, God is life, life is God. Ar, infinite substance, is manifesting in me right now. Waheguru. God is love, God is wise, God is kind, God is good, God is love, God is wise, God is kind, God is good, God is good, good is God, God is health, health is God, God is strength, strength is God, God is life, life is God. Ar, infinite substance, is manifesting in me right now. Waheguru. God is love, God is wise, God is kind, God is good, God is love, God is wise, God is kind, God is good, God is good, good is God, God is health, health is God, God is strength, strength is God, God is life, life is God. Ar, infinite substance, is manifesting in me right now. Waheguru.
Inhale, center. Inhaling center and exhale. Just sitting quietly, breathe easy. Just notice yourself calm, quiet, activated, light. Tune into your enlightened mind, connected to the infinite mind. Go into your heart, connected to the infinite love. Your solar plexus, connected to the infinite energy. Bring your hands on your heart. Tuning into your state of being, into your disciplined mind, to your I am. We're going to chant a little I am. Just go in your heart, feel it. Inhaling. Hold it at your heart center and exhale. Feel that love. Just bring your hands to prayer. Feeling your gratitude and appreciation for everything seen and everything unseen. For your enlightened mind, for your awareness. Decide something wonderful is always happening to you. Everything is always working out even better than you could have imagined. Decide, catch the feeling. Inhale to begin. Love before me, love behind me, love at my left, love at my right, love above me, love below me, love in me, love in my surroundings, love to all, love to the universe. Inhale. Peace before me, peace behind me, peace at my left, peace at my right, peace above me, peace below me, peace in me, peace in my surroundings, peace to all, peace to the universe. Inhale, light before me, light behind me, light at my left, light at my right, light above me, light below me, light in me, light in my surroundings, light to all, light to the universe. Inhale. Om Shanti, Shanti, Shanti. Thank you, guys.
Thank